Dating the wrong guy can break your heart. But what happens when your own mom refuses to come to your wedding just because your absentee dad is walking you down the aisle? Let's talk toxic love, family drama, and emotional boundaries. So today on the show, we got my homegirl. We're newly friends. She's gonna be a regular, Miss Alexis Hicks, and we got a returning guest, my little bro Dominic. I
My
can't even finish
God.
it. I can't even finish it.
I think this makes it a little bit more authentic. It makes it a little bit fun. Okay, hype them up.
All right, I'm gonna let him go. I'm gonna let him cook. I'm gonna let him cook a little bit. What's
Hello,
good? What's
sir.
good? What's good?
Hey,
What's good? What's good? All right, y'all. Welcome to the What's Good Family Podcast. I am your host, DJ. Again, thank y'all for tuning in. Let's get this conversation started off right. Miss Alexis Hicks, since you are new to the show, go on and tell the audience about yourself.
Hello, people. My name is Alexis Hicks. I go by AJ Hicks on Facebook. Just started my Instagram, which is honeybee93. You guys can follow me on there. Yeah, I'm new to the podcast. Kind of excited, ready to jump into everything.
All right, all right, all
what's
right.
up with this professional?
And is that the only handles they can find you at? Instagram and Facebook?
Yes. I
Okay,
have
all
a
right.
Snapchat, but I don't get on Snap like that.
It's all right. You know, Dominic, I'm gonna give you an opportunity. What handles can they find you at? You know, you all over the place. So
Yeah, you can Google me. Yeah, just Google me.
okay.
Type in Dominique D Best Dominique, whatever one you choose, and my name gonna pop up on the first one on the thing. Any pending misdemeanors or anything like that, don't worry about that. We'll figure that out in court. But other than that,
A-
hype me up.
AKA the bread man. The bread
AKA the
man.
bread man. You can find me on the back of any truck. Hey, you see me? I got you, man. We get you a loaf of bread or a honey bun, bro. We good. We got you, bro. We good.
Shit.
Talk to
All
me.
right,
What's up?
yo. All right, so man, let's dive into this. So we got a wonderful topic. We got a wonderful topic to talk about. We're gonna talk about some toxic love. For the record, y'all, if you hear this knocking in the background, it is my terroristic 2-year-old who is trying to get in right now, and I'm in the middle of recording. I'm not ignoring him. I'm just trying to
CPS people
Get
right
focus.
some
now.
things done.
I'm trying
I'm
to
gonna
focus.
call the
So just for the record,
CPS people right now. I'm gonna call them right now.
so I'm gonna go on and let's dive into this. Let's do a screen share. Let's see what we're working with right now.
I'm gonna say you don't want to share my screen. Please don't. I
Hold up, hold up, hold up.
you don't share my screen. Bro. Me up.
Let me find it. I can't
Hold
find
on.
it.
Hype me up.
Dominic, give us something to dance to.
I got you. Say what? I got you. Hold on. I got this new song that just came out. Man, I've been listening to this song.
Oh
I got
All right,
you.
hold
Lord.
up. All right. Your time is up. There we go.
Man, you
Booyah.
only gave me
Let's
5
go.
minutes.
Let's go. And 5, 4, 3, 2. Let's go. Hold up.
If my daddy was sorry and wasn't around, you don't get the privilege of walking me down the aisle.
But
That
was-
is a
was
hold
he
on,
sorry,
hold
though?
on, hold on. He wasn't there. I'm sorry if you don't raise your kids and you're not there. You sorry. You sorry. You a sorry. That's what you are. You understand? So if you are not there and you got a relationship 2 or 3 years ago, cool. He should be a part of it. He should be there. But I think if you were so set in wanting him to walk you down the aisle, cool. Let that be your choice. Sit in it, be comfortable with it, and be okay with your mama not being there. That it is what it is. Like, we're making a whole bunch of excuses. You're an adult, you're getting married, you want your daddy to walk you down the aisle, let him do it. But it's to the expense of your mother not being there.
Which should
She's entitled to her feelings.
It's
She's
still wrong.
entitled to being hurt after she done moved mountains and did X, Y, and Z for you. Period.
Could the father say the same thing?
What mountains did he move when he wasn't there?
You don't know why he wasn't there.
I
The
think
mother might not
everybody's
have his
entitled to
input.
how
We
they
don't
feel,
need
but
to
still,
know.
she needs
You
to
never
make a
need to.
decision.
We don't need to.
All right, y'all. So y'all heard it. The mom saying, well, this particular woman is saying if she was in that situation, from what I'm gathering, she would not attend her own daughter's wedding if the absentee father walked the daughter down the aisle. So I'm gonna put this before the panel. And let's talk about this, man. What is y'all's thoughts on the situation and
Oh,
what she said? Hey, AJ, I'm gonna let you go first.
my mouth is like, because I never watched the whole video, but I don't really know how to feel about that. I think it's a little inconsiderate on the mom's behalf because I understand that, hey, dad wasn't there for whatever reasons. Like, we don't know why he wasn't there. And I think it's just inconsiderate because, like she said, they have built a relationship the past couple years. She's an adult at the end of the day. So I feel like the mom should set aside whatever issues that she had with dad, and let him be there for the child. At the end of the day, she's an adult. Like, what mom would want to miss their daughter's wedding because you're upset at the dad? Like, we all know that there's reasons and things happen in relationships. Like, you might get together or you might just have a baby out of wedlock. I don't know. They could have been married. Who knows? But regardless of the situation, be a mom, be an adult, be there for your child. That's like one of the happiest days of your life. So I feel like the mom is wrong, but she's also entitled to her feelings as well. Like, women, we're
Mm,
emotional creatures. So we gonna run off of emotions. So she's still probably going back 15, 20, 30 years from now, which is crazy because that was years ago. But I get where she's coming from as well. But I would still show up. Even if I'm pissed off at the dad, I'ma still be there for my baby. Like, we both could be there. I don't have to speak to you. You don't have to speak to me. We have our issues and you just move forward. So that's my intake on it.
little bro, what you got? What you got, man?
I'm shocked that a mom would even want to be a part of that. I understand the dad's aspect of it, and I think I had conversations with multiple people about that, about this topic about a father, not being involved or like I say, wasn't there, and then the daughter wants the father to walk, and I don't understand how the mom that's the kind of confusing part where the mom
Mm,
is like, well, if you want him there, then I'm just not gonna show up. I mean, every mom want to be at their daughter's wedding, that's her day, that's her big day. So it has to have been something. I wish I could only understand what would make a woman not want to be a part of her daughter's wedding because of him. It's got to it got to be something else, some underlying something that would make a woman say, you know what, not even my own daughter's big day would make me want to share the same room with that man. It got to be something big. I've been I've been around a lot of women and they I ain't worried about him. They just focus on their child. They
mm,
focus on but then if you can't even be in the same room with the person that you made this kid with, it
mm,
has to be something bigger. Now I'm not now
yeah,
as far as the daughter, man, I mean maybe she don't know that the dad and the mom don't have them kind of differences like that. But it's her day. So she's an adult. So if she want her dad there, somewhere along the line, they have to set aside their differences. Okay, it's all about her today. And then we're going, y'all don't have to speak to each other at the wedding. It ain't like y'all got to do a
yeah.
former mom and dad kind of dance type stuff. It's nothing like that. It's just she want her dad there, and most daughters do want their dad there, and it's a big day for her. But it gotta be. I think it's just. I thought about it for some days since we brought that topic up, and I know it had to be some kind of underlying something that would make a woman not even want to be in the same room with that young man. Gotta be.
Man, I'm gonna take devil's advocate. You know what? I'm gonna be all like, I'm
I
on
was doing
mom's
so
side on
good.
this one, and I'm taking the reason I'm gonna take mom's side on this one is because you know what? It goes back to the old saying: "Mama's baby, daddy's maybe." I'm gonna say it again: "Mama's baby, daddy's maybe." So
Hmm.
this woman done sacrificed. This woman done did everything she could to raise you to be the woman that you are. So girls emulate their mothers,
Yeah.
and they emulate how their mother acts, their mother's mannerisms, and everything else like that. A father validates his daughter's womanhood. I'm not with you, bro. I'm
And
not.
don't worry about me, man.
I'm not.
Hey, this is a good
I'm
call.
not.
That's not feeling, baby.
So I'm gonna take the mom's side on this one and be all like, you know what, girl, your daddy shouldn't walk you down the aisle, especially how long y'all been talking. How long has the reconnection been? Look, you know what? I'm pretty sure mama had another dude I'm pretty sure mama had another old man that she could have been that could have walked you down the aisle, grandpa, somebody. I'm pretty sure there was somebody else out there
But
that could
why?
have.
But why? That
But why what?
that position is whole for the
For the
father.
father.
Now,
No,
I
hold up.
understand maybe father figure. Now, if she wasn't, now if the mom was a single mom and she was a mom
Mm-hmm.
and the dad,
Well,
then
obviously she was a single mom because she did it by herself.
I get that. But
So,
so if, let's say your daughter, let's say for instance, all right, let's say
mm-hmm,
for some reason you're not able to be in your daughter's life, whatever. You was in the
mm-hmm,
first father, then eventually you had, let's say, work or something like that sort. And
okay,
then let's just say years down the line, your daughter about to get married, and she
mm-hmm.
say, "Dad, I want you to be there," and sis have a problem with that. You're going, you
My situation is different because I've been there. No. Absentee.
well, we don't
She
know that the
clearly said,
context.
hold on. She said absentee father, meaning the father ain't been there, period, and they just reconnected. So you can't sit up here and say, well,
But
hey, you
here the
know what?
question, no. But here the question though, is an absentee father? Because we as fathers been called absentee, even if we've been with the father, been with the
Right.
kid for the first part of his life, and let's just say we end up breaking up and we don't get involved no more, we still be considered absentee. A woman will call us absentee no matter what. If we not there from the time they born to the time they turn 18 and older, they gonna still
Mm-hmm.
find a reason to say we absentee. I can be with my kids up until they 12 and say I go to work and have to go to a different country, but then guess what the mom gonna say? Oh, I'm a single
He
mom doing
wasn't.
it all by myself, and he's wasn't there. Because now the kid, he or she is old enough to be like, man, I haven't seen my daddy, whatever. What my mom and
Nah,
dad
I'm
at, and
gonna
their
say this.
relationship ain't the same.
I'm gonna say this. It depends on the woman. From
Yeah.
what it sounds like, this woman right here sounds like I
She
done
hurt.
raised my daughter up right. I done did it by myself. He wasn't around. He didn't send you money. He didn't call you on your birthday. He didn't send you a get well card when you was sick. He wasn't there. He was absent.
Yeah.
Now, I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying on that whole aspect of, you know, hey, we were together and then we broke up. And then now that we broke up, I'm working crazy hours and I can't be there how I used to be. And now you want to sit up there and that's something totally different. She said he was not there. Those were her words. He was not there.
Yeah.
So I get where she's coming from. I get where she could be a little bit heated. Now, me personally, I feel I'm mature. I'm mature enough to be around, to be in the same room as the ex significant other or whatever, and we could cohabitate in the same space. But this person may not be that, and I get where she's coming from. Now, I mean, I hate to put the daughter in that type of situation, but sweetie, there's other people that can walk you down the aisle. Do you want your dad to walk you down the aisle just because he's your dad? I mean, what makes a daddy? What think about that? What makes you a daddy? What makes you a mom?
But
You know
see,
what
I
I'm
think
saying?
I think that's my issue too with the mom is that if your daughter is mature enough to build some type of relationship with her dad and she's saying, okay, hey, I want him a part of my life, I want him a part of the wedding. Why can't the mom do that? Like, even if you still mad at this man, why you can't just push that to the side for one day for your child? This is still your child. You saying, oh, I put blood, sweat, and tears into this. I raised her on my own, whatever the case may be. Why can't you make her happy? You know what I'm saying? Like, this is her
Mhm.
big day. So that's my whole thing. Like, just push it to the side for this one day for your baby.
I got that. I got that answer for you. I got it. You ready?
Yeah.
And it's something you posted, ladies and gentlemen. This came
Okay.
from Miss AJ Hicks. You got dudes out there with no good intentions trying to holler at a
My gosh,
female
my gosh, gosh.
who is minding her own business in her own world. Now, the female's only mistake is she gave in to the dude with no good intentions.
So that's
One
her
thing,
that's her fault, right?
hey, that's her only mistake. That's her only mistake.
So
One
that's her
thing led to
fault.
another. A bunch of sweet nothings were said. Cheeks were slapped. Faces were kissed. And boom, 9 months
See,
later.
so it's mom's fault. You got to learn how to read a man. You got to learn how to read the room. If you clearly see that a man doesn't have pure intentions or good intentions, why even waste your time? And
We'll see.
oftentimes women will put that on the man, like, oh, he ain't this and that, but you knew that, and you still chose to deal with him. So I don't understand what the issue is.
Hey, a lot of times people fall for the agent. Now listen up. I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you what I know. One thing I know. Two things for sure. There are agents out there. What do I mean by agents? What Dominic got to look? What do you mean agent? Like this ain't no 007 movie. What
Chat
you,
GPT. What is he talking about? Agent. What are you talking about? Help me
so
understand what's going on.
the agent, the agent is the person that goes out there and says all the sweet nothings.
Yeah.
That's the hey, how you doing? You looking cute. I'm this person. This is who I am. This is what I do. Granted, it may be lies, it may be the truth, but you are like, okay, you know what? Yeah, all right. So y'all get to talking, then y'all get to dating. Now, after you spend enough time around a person, guess what? Guess what's gonna really start to show their true colors, who they really are. You're gonna start catching on the patterns, mannerisms, lies, who they are. You're gonna figure out who the person is. And then sometimes, it's not all the time, but sometimes the person, the real person, and the person you started dating night and day. Night and day. Like it's like, okay, hold up, bro. It's like, didn't you tell me you had a job beforehand? And what you mean you telling me now that you barely getting a job? Didn't we like you start realizing 2 plus 2 ain't equaling 4 type stuff.
Yeah, because 2 for 2 is 22. It's okay. Keep going.
I
Hey,
mean,
hey,
that's
it's
true too.
okay.
People do bring the agent to the forefront, but again, you can't put that on nobody but you. You made that choice. So, or if that's the case, use protection, which a lot of people don't like to do, but use protection. That way you don't got to deal with that.
Well, who's to say she did? She probably did use protection, but it busted.
I want to know why the father wasn't there.
That's what I want to know.
That's the because I also know some men who for their mental would have to
Mm,
you don't know I'm not an advocate of any guy not taking care of their child, but
mm,
I done heard with some men was like for them, for their sake, for their mental sake, they had to distance
Right.
themselves from that, and then a lot of the women Alexis, like, y'all not gonna let go of that child. I mean, a man will go like, let me see my child, and a woman will be like, oh no, you can't see him unless I'm there, or oh no, you can't, y'all women, y'all love very hard y'all children. So
Yeah.
a man, I'm not saying that is right, but some men would necessarily be like, okay, this woman is wrong, is toxic, and I know
Right. She's
something
the problem.
bad. She is a problem, and if I don't distance myself away from her, then it's gonna lead to something because I'm trying to be a father, but she's causing so much problems.
no,
You know what I'm
no,
saying?
no, no. That's why they got child support. You talking to somebody who's been on both sides of it. I've
Yeah.
been the payee and I've been the receiver. I'm the receiver now of child support.
You receive child support?
Yeah, yes, bro. Look here. I don't
I
get a
never heard of
dime.
that one. I mean,
I
I've
don't get
heard
a
of it,
dime.
but
I'm not gonna lie. I don't get a dime.
Who?
The Texas Attorney General's office sucks.
they're about
Pause.
women's rights out here.
Yes.
Don't get me started. You know what?
Women's rights. Oh yeah,
Don't
yeah.
get me started.
Yeah.
Just
Leave
loves
me
doing
But
alone.
something.
Leave me alone.
I also feel like you're blocking your child from being around their father. You know what I'm saying? Like even though I'm mad, if the dad say, "Hey, I don't want to deal with you. You a little off or whatever," that's fine. He can do that, but I'm still gonna allow my child to see the
Mm.
father. You know what I'm saying? Like you kids eventually when they grow up, they see who the problem is. And clearly
Oh yeah.
it probably wasn't the dad. Like Dominique said, we don't know why he wasn't there, but it's a reason why he wasn't there. And it could
Mm.
have been 90% of the time you part of the reason why he wasn't there.
That is
So,
true.
so it's like tell your child the truth. Don't block her blessings. Don't block her from being in her dad's life or allowing him to be in her life because of your own selfish issues or whatever the case may be.
No, I agree. I can concede that point to y'all. And I do. My thing is this. And again, I'm choosing to play devil's advocate.
I can play both sides,
Dad, the
but
dad just wasn't shit. It was your classic. I'm gonna say it was your classic one hitter quitter. Hit her with it one time, and then
okay. If even if that
yeah,
was the case, even if that was the case where it was a one hit quit, it's still the right of the daughter to be able to choose. Because remember, I've been married before. So I know when the woman's getting when we getting ready for that wedding, don't ask me nothing. It's her day. Give her what she
Yeah.
wants. I
Mm-hmm.
don't want nothing. I'm paying. Give her what she wants. So
Hold
they
on.
want.
But who's paying for the wedding? I bet you 9 times out of 10, I bet you that mama that don't want her daddy is paying for the wedding.
I can't speak for everybody. I pay for my. I can't speak for everybody. I pay for correct wrong. Now remember that clip I just sent y'all before we got on here.
No, hold on. We ain't even, man. Why you even go there? I haven't even brought it up. I'm gonna bring it
Okay, I'm
up,
sorry.
bro.
All right,
I'm
well,
gonna
I mean,
bring it up,
oh, you
man.
took too
Let me
long. You
do
took too
it.
long.
Let me cook. Let me cook.
Well,
Let you cook.
hurry up.
Feed them.
I'm
All right,
almost
y'all.
running out. Hurry up.
We gonna look at. I'm gonna kick in another clip. This one is brought to you by my little brother who
I'm
sent
taller
this
than
to
you.
me. No, you're shorter than me, bro.
I'm not shorter than you. Don't
You are
disrespect me
shorter
on
than
this.
me.
Don't disrespect me in front of
You
company.
are shorter than me. What's your height?
I am 5'11". You are 5'9". I am taller than you.
They don't disrespect him in front
Don't
of
you
company.
disrespect in front of company. Don't you ever do
No.
that again.
Okay, I feel that. I'll give you that. You're taller than me, but I'm older than you. So you're little brother. I'm big brother. There you
Big
go.
little bro.
Look, ask Alexis. Alexis, how old do I
5.
act? I know you
Sometime
saying, bro, you
55.
just right.
Sometime
I will
55.
take the podcast camera and we get in the car and I'll go to your house, bro. I will come to this.
Sometime
I will get.
55.
Thank you. I will get in this mountain truck and I will drive to your house. And I will broadcast in front of your house and be like, "Who acting 5?
Hmm.
How dare you? Disrespectful." Mm, mm. It's okay.
Would
It's
your
okay.
mental health be if you would your mental health be if you
Do it,
raised
what?
a child, you married a mom when she was 2, she graduates and you didn't get an invite? How would that affect your mental health?
Mm.
Got lost in the mail.
You live in the same house.
But it's the stepdad. He
You raised the
That's all
kid.
I thought. The stepdad raised the girl from 2 years, 4 months
Married
old.
the mom.
And was the
Married
dad?
the mom at 2.
Was the daddy at the?
The daddy was there.
The daddy was at the.
Wow.
Daddy was there. The auntie boyfriend too.
The
Yeah.
boyfriend.
The auntie's boyfriend was
And
there.
he didn't get
And the 2
invited.
sisters.
And was buying food and raising and picking up
And
from
then he
school.
put her off his health insurance too, though, and
And
said,
took the car insurance.
"And you got to go live your life now, because clearly I'm not important enough to be a part of this graduation. So I'm also not important enough to pay all these bills for you."
That's
Was he?
tough.
But is he right with the reaction, no, Chan?
She's a kid still. And I don't know that. I would be honest, the outside noise, we were talking about that. The outside noise of what her dad's telling her, what her aunties are telling her. I don't know their relationship.
Man, that's kind of tough.
Mm.
That's tough. Think about it. Stepdad raised her since she was 2, and he don't get an invite to the graduation.
That's messed up.
Huh?
That's messed up.
Mm.
That's beyond messed up though.
Mm.
That's beyond messed up. I can't even. I don't know. I don't know how
The
I would feel in
father
that
absent.
moment.
We don't even know if the father was absentee, but guess what? He was able to go to the graduation.
Right.
So in that case, who do the daughter ask to walk down the aisle? The dad or the stepdad?
Simple. You asked the daughter. The daughter.
Why she
No, we
can't
got to
have
talk to the
both?
mama. No, because we just said in the last statement, we just said that the
But
daughter. What? What,
she's able
Alexis?
to
What?
choose who she wants though.
Hold
So
on.
why she
She
can't have
can't.
both?
But
But
this
obviously she don't
situation
want him
is
in the
different.
graduation, so she definitely ain't gonna want him in
No.
no.
This situation is different
This year.
because she had a man who was present in the life. So if the daughter chose the absentee father over the stepdad that's been there,
You really think that? You don't
she's
think that
wrong.
mama?
I think she
I
chose
think
that
that I
though.
don't. I'm gonna think. I'm gonna be the devil's advocate. You think the mom is going to be okay with her daughter choosing the guy that the dad, the original dad, not the one who actually took care of her, and she ain't gonna say nothing about it?
Some
I
don't
just
make
said that.
sense.
Like you weren't. That's how I know you weren't listening to me. I said, and I'm gonna repeat it. I
Repeat it.
said, if the daughter chooses the dad who wasn't there over the
Mm-hmm.
dad who was there, the
Mm-hmm.
daughter's wrong because you had a man in your life. You had your whole idea. That's the thing. People got to realize. You got to realize it. So, and I'm speaking from experience. The idea of what a father's supposed to be comes from the stepdad, not the biological dad who wasn't there. So you got to think about it. Her whole perception is, okay, well, my stepdad does this, and I guarantee you that daughter throughout her life growing up was all like, oh, well, if my stepdad does this, that must mean my real dad would do this too. If my stepdad cooked barbecues on Saturday and takes me to church on Sunday, that means my real dad's gonna do the same thing. So the expectations of what a dad's supposed to do was set by the stepdad. Now, whether the biological dad lives up to that is something totally different. So in that whole aspect, when daughter goes looking for a partner or a significant other to spend her life with, she's not looking for somebody who's like biological dad. She's looking for somebody who's like stepdad, because stepdad has been the ideal image that she has of what a man's supposed to be.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
That
But
makes
I'm trying to figure out too. Now, was this like a graduation? The second clip, like what was this
The second clip is a
graduation?
grad. Yeah, so it has nothing corresponding to our normal clip, but the second clip is like a graduation. It's
So
like an
I wondered,
actual.
did somebody make that decision for her? You know what I'm saying? Like it just don't make sense to me. If you grew up with stepdad, why was he not invited? I'm confused. So I wonder if her mom or other family members had anything to do with why
Maybe
the
maybe the
biological dad was
mom
there.
maybe the mom felt, because stepdad is obviously dating or married to the mom. Somewhere along the line, the mom probably, I don't know. I would hope Mr. Prayer is not the truth, but maybe told the stepdad, "Hey, since the real dad gonna be there, you know what I'm saying?"
I don't
That's the
think
only way
that's
I can
fair
see it.
though.
It's
Why
true,
can't both people be there? You know what I'm saying? Like we're adults.
and
We gotta
that's
learn
what,
to
and that's the
coexist.
problem, because that's about us men. For some reason, I would love to, like, if my ex end up being with someone, I would want to have that relationship with that guy, because you would want that, because it's gonna take a village to raise the
Right.
kids. You don't want it's in life. We so used to the dad and or the guy that the mom's seeing clashing. They always clashing. Oh man, yeah, I'll take care of your kid now. Cause you say that to me,
fuck that.
I'm giving your
Fuck
family something to do on
that.
Saturday. I'm gonna
Look,
give your family
if
something to
me
do on
and
next
my wife
Saturday.
ever get a divorce and she decides to bring another dude around my kids, I'm letting it be known. I'm their daddy. It goes through me.
So let
Fuck
me ask you
that.
a question. So
I'm
let me
here.
ask you a question. So let's say her boyfriend, or whatever the case may be, your daughter's
Mm-hmm.
boyfriend, because we both got daughters. Who do they? And let's say sis got another man. Let's say y'all separate. Sis got another man. Who do that dude ask for permission to marry her daughter?
This motherfucker right here. This right here. Hell
Me.
no.
So, well, I mean, hey, I
He don't
agree,
have nothing to do with
but
it.
you all know that some of them will go to the stepdad.
Yeah.
And it's okay. And I'm gonna tell
So would you feel? Well, how would you feel if that happened though?
I'm whooping ass.
Mhm.
I'm whooping ass. I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna
You
say
don't
it
feel
straight up.
disrespected. You don't feel
Hell
disrespected.
no. Cause I done put too much time and effort. I done raised my kids. Hell no. If me and the wife was to get a divorce right now, right?
Hmm.
And my wife was to go date somebody else, and that other person develops a good relationship with my kids, with my daughters, whatever, and my daughter's boyfriend goes and asks boyfriend, stepdad, whatever, marry my daughter, ask for permission to marry my daughter, and dude don't direct him to this dude right here. Oh no, we fighting.
I think that's the logical thing to do. I think logically most of them probably would direct to, hey, make sure you talk to biological dad first. But I mean, I don't know.
But these dudes out here disrespectful.
Everybody not logical, and that's what I'm saying. Everybody wasn't raised the same, so can't really tell people how to feel, how to react to certain things. Like, I mean, that's just what it
I
is.
mean, common sense ain't common no more.
True.
And that's one of the things I've learned. I've learned common sense is just not the same anymore. This young generation right here, these YNs and these dummies,
Yeah.
this generation is the generation they're gonna record themselves doing a crime and then go before the judge. Your Honor, that wasn't me.
It wasn't me.
I didn't do it.
You on camera, fool?
Oh, okay. That's you right there. That's you right there, okay, right? That's you right there. Like right there. That's not your picture. Oh, okay. That's a big case, OJ. That's not your shoe. That's not your shoe right there on that. Okay, don't even worry about it. Don't even worry about it. So, I mean, I just I know how parent. I know how that situation is kind of, yeah. I know it because me. I will expect my ex to be like, if Brooklyn, my daughter, hey, that I expect that boy to, hey, I want to marry your daughter. Now
Right.
you go to, if I don't find nothing out, all right, okay,
Tick,
okay.
tick, tock,
Oh,
gun, shot.
somebody get hurt. Somebody get hurt.
Hey, ho, chitty chitty bang bang, chitty chitty bang bang. We love you.
Hey,
Bang bang, chitty chitty bang bang.
Y'all are
Hey,
funny.
bang bang, chitty chitty bang bang.
I don't know. I feel like those are real sensitive, touchy topics. Like, I don't know. Because obviously, I think, like I said, we're probably a little bit more logical. Some people aren't. So,
You want me to go find somebody that ain't logical? Let me go find a ghetto one.
yeah, somebody that's a
I just,
crash out. Go get a
yeah, I
YN
find
or
somebody,
something.
get a crash out. We don't
Yeah.
care. Yeah, that'd be one of those off the street or something. Just like, hey, what you think about this? So,
But
I
on
mean,
the cool though, man. Look, I'm gonna be honest, man. Look, as much as I love my kids, man, I already told my daughter. I said, look, when you bring home a boyfriend, I'm gonna shake his hand. I'm gonna be like, hey, look, bro, I feel sorry for you. I'm
I'm
sorry,
shaking his
bro.
hand.
I'm shaking his hand because bro, you haven't. You see, you
His
haven't.
was in his shoes. I'm
You
not shaking his
haven't
hand.
dealt with Dee. I love Dee Dee. I love my Dee Dee. But Lord Jesus, this kid here, she's Dee Dee. There's no other word for her but Dee Dee. She is a Dee Dee. And so, like I told her, and I told her to her face, I said, look, your boyfriend, I'm shaking his hand. For somebody to love your you as you are and all your flaws and everything, he's got to be a special person. I
Mhm.
said for Shay Shay, I said, man, whatever dude you bring home, I'm gonna tell him to toughen up, chump. Toughen up. I said because Shay Shay, you look like you gonna beat up your boyfriend.
Yeah. Yeah.
William, my oldest boy, William, I told him, bro, look, you good. I just need you to I'm not racist. I'm not. I want you to love who you love. But try dating some sisters too. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Oh no.
Hey, bro,
Oh no. Oh no,
love.
no, no. No, 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 no,
Why
no.
you laughing? Oh my God.
I'm just gonna tell the guy. I was in your shoes. I was in my life. I thought about it. So don't try to do nothing over my show. Don't try to get nothing over my head. That's all I'm saying. That's
Mm-hmm.
my daughter. I put you 6 foot if I need you
Mm-hmm.
to. Long as you don't do nothing crazy.
Mm-hmm.
I can't control
Okay.
what you do. I can't control what you do in life.
And nephew, come on, what you gonna say to the chick for nephew? What you gonna say to her?
Let me tell you something. Woo. I see. I was raised where Lord have mercy. I was just gonna tell Avery, hey, look, you a special kid, man. Be careful. Be careful. Just be careful with these women, cause they dangerous. They know women are dangerous just as much as men are. Some
Nah, you
women
know
do.
what? You are sexist. I'm saying it now. You are sexist, sir. That is very sexist.
That is
How
not
does
sexist.
hold
I would
up,
tell my
how does
son,
how does
I'm not
Brooklyn
sexist.
how, how does Brooklyn's boyfriend get to talk and then Avery's girlfriend don't get to talk? Fuck that. I'm
Because
coming for
that, well, I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you
look,
why.
I'm
Because
coming for
Avery's girl.
jugulars.
I'm gonna
I'm
tell you
coming
why.
for. I'm gonna check. I'm gonna check my son's
No,
girl, just like I'm gonna check my daughter's nigga. God
I'm
damn
not
it,
gonna. I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna
tell
check
you
them.
why. I'm gonna
I'm
tell.
checking them all.
No. I'm gonna tell you why. Because
But
just like
look,
that, just
we
like
ain't
old
got
people
no
say,
money. We
who
ain't
the
come
baby
for
going? Who
money.
the going to?
If you and him get pregnant, you don't come over here. We y'all gonna have to figure some shit out. Shit.
But think about that. Let's just say your oldest child gets somebody
Mm-hmm.
pregnant right now. He in high school. Let's say he gets somebody pregnant now.
Mm-hmm.
Where that baby going home to?
Where the baby going home to? Shit, I don't know.
No,
It ain't coming in
see,
this
no,
castle.
because that's not thing. When we have daughters, of course, we
Mm-hmm.
know if they end up slipping up like that and doing those kind of things, the baby go home to the woman. The woman gonna have a
Mm-hmm.
kid. So if your
No,
daughter ready to get
no.
what you
If my daughter was to get pregnant, right?
sexist,
If
sexist.
my daughter was to get pregnant, my daughter can go live. You can go live with your goddamn it. Just how I told my son, his woman can't. Him and his shit can't stay here. Her and her can't stay here neither. Hell nah. No, no.
Not about
I am a baby free zone. No babies.
so
No
you gonna
babies.
put this
Welcome here.
so
You
you go
can't have no baby here.
so you gonna
No,
see
no,
on
no.
you gonna see on record and say if your daughter would have a child. You telling me you telling her to leave?
Got to know you got to go. Bye. Dang, that's crazy. I mean, I'm on both sides though. I'm on both sides because I'm the same way. I'm ready for Houston to get a little bit older. I'm like, hey, don't bring no trash to my house now. Don't do that.
I'm gonna tell you, look, like real talk, like you know what I'm saying. I'm keeping it. I'm gonna just keep it 100. That may be tough parenting, it may be tough love or whatever, but y'all gonna have to figure it out. Figure it out. Like the only way you can stay in this house is with a game plan. Like you're not gonna lay up in my house and just think that it's gonna be cakes and pies and shit like that. Nah, it
I
got to
agree.
be a game plan. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like so many times we as the black community we we want to chastise the dude
Right.
for, hey man, you better treat my daughter right. You better do this, you better do that. But
Mhm.
whenever I do, then we don't want to check the female. Look, I understand she may have a daddy. I don't know where she's coming from. I don't know what her mama taught her or what her upbringing was. So you know what? I'm gonna be a positive male role model for you real quick. Just the same way my daughter's boyfriend's got to respect him, like they need to respect her or them. You need to respect my son.
Right.
Real
That's
talk.
true.
Don't
I
put him in
agree.
no compromising situations. Don't make him question his virtues or anything else like that. No means no. And people don't want to. People we want to say no means no. And we're talking about, oh well, females getting raped. No, it's the same thing for dudes. Like
Right.
if you tell your girlfriend no, you're not ready.
Oh, you gonna give
No,
me some?
no means no. No cookie.
I'm gonna tell
No.
my son. I'm gonna tell my son and daughter. Hey, especially my son. Hey, don't get don't get whipped. You know what I'm saying? Don't that junk is. I understand it will make you do some crazy stuff, but I
Pussy is
need you.
power.
It is,
Yes.
and hey, don't do it. I say do it. Whatever you do, I say, man, I'm not gonna sit there and say wait till marriage and nothing because at the end of the day, you grow. You gonna do whatever you want to do. And no matter how hard of a parent I be, I cannot stop you. I'm not gonna be strict because all you gonna do is try to do whatever you can to get around it. So I'm gonna let
It's
you run
not.
life.
I don't mean to cut you off. It's not being strict, but you want to set some type of
Right.
boundaries. You know what I'm
True.
saying? You like, and I get it. Believe me, I got two 17-year-olds. One kid turning 16 in July. I got a 10-year-old and I got a 2-year-old. So I'm all over the board. I got
Yeah.
5 kids. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, yeah. I'm all over the board. Yes,
You
yes.
can. Oh,
But
shit.
you want to be realistic, bro. Like you like real talk. It's not saying I won't be there for my kids. I'm always gonna be there for my kids. I'm their dad. That's my job. But I gotta set some type of boundaries and some type of expectations. Like, hey, look, you know what I'm saying? If I do this, if I go and put myself in an adult situation, I'm about to get an adult outcome.
Right.
And bro, the adulting sucks. A lot of times we don't want to prepare our kids for, we want to paint this idea that, oh my God, the world is the world is just so good. We go and pay bills.
Yeah.
No, set the real
Tell
expectations.
them what
Look,
it is.
I go to a job I don't like. I work around people. I'm blessed. I'm blessed in most because I have a group of people that I enjoy working around.
Right.
But in order for me to enjoy working around this particular group of people, I have to leave home and go out of town for months at a time and be away from my family. You know what I'm saying? So there's the sacrifice. We gotta set real expectations for these
Yeah.
kids.
I think
You know
that's
what I'm
real
saying?
though. You can't lead them blind. You know what I'm saying? Like let them know what it is. You know what I'm saying? Because when they get out there in the real world is not no damn joke.
Bro.
Like
Hmm.
Like I,
Yeah.
I, I tell anybody, man, the real world don't care if you special educations, if you special needs. I mean, now they care if you're special needs because they'll accommodate to a certain degree. The right, but if you got a lot of these YNs, these young cats who ain't taking school seriously, who are all like, oh yeah, man, I'm gonna go to school, I'm gonna act like a clown, I'm gonna be funny, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, and then they get out of school and then they get to college and then they're wondering why they're not succeeding.
right.
Bro, you didn't take it seriously at the beginning when you should have been taking it seriously. You didn't
Hmm.
get your lessons when you should have got your lessons. Now
Right.
you're paying for school and the professor don't give a damn about you because you are a
Want
number.
that
You
money.
are you are just a paycheck. So whether you get your stuff in on time or not is not their problem. That who cares?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And we have to prepare these kids for the real world. You know what I'm saying? Real world is, I hate to say it, it's not fair. The
Yeah.
world is not fair. Sometimes, unlike the superhero movie, sometimes the Thanos snap stays. God damn it.
Yeah. I agree. It's tough.
Yeah, I think life is tough, and I'm with you on preparing that because you know me, I have two special needs kids. Being having to have to shelter them, you know, right now at this young age, but even now, letting them kind of go through life, but you still kind of like hover over them. People, I know, I've seen kids what they do to people, you know,
Right.
to kids, you know what I'm saying? And I know me and my ex, we finna tear some furniture up there, and something happened to them too. So I've
Mhm.
seen it where people will bully, like you know, take advantage of somebody that you know, like Avery or Brooklyn. So you know, trying to get them ready for the real world is always a challenging. And you know, it's I get the boundaries part. Trust me, I really do, because that's gonna be so key to letting them
Mhm.
know. Because you want them to experience the real world, but then I know what the real world do, and they just gonna chew you up and spit you out. That's just
Right.
how life is, and that's the tough part about it. That's the tough part about it. So,
It ain't for the weak of heart. It's freaking hard. You know what I'm saying? Wondering, I mean, bro, I what I'm about to say, I have nothing against the LGBTQ plus
oh no,
community. I
We
love,
finna exit left and right.
I love
oh
y'all,
no, I am
but
not getting
I mean,
counseled.
there.
I just got here. I just got here.
Nah,
I'm
I'm just
here.
saying. But I mean, even with the whole LGBTQ plus, you got kids who are trying to find themselves, trying to figure out who they are, what they are. You know, we live in trying times right now, where
Mhm.
kids don't know. Well, I think I should be this today, and I think I should be this tomorrow. You know, it's like, okay, I'm trying to add some. There got to be a constant.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You can't continue operating with so many variables. There has to be a constant. You know, hey, these are the boundaries, these are the rules I live by, these are the expectations I have set. This is who I am, this is what I am, this is how I
Right.
conduct myself. I will adapt and I will learn to meet your needs, but on the same token, this is real. You're putting yourself in a real in an adult situation. So many times we want these kids to grow up so fast and get out the house, and we overlook the fact that they're kids.
Mhm.
What have you installed in these kids? I mean, it goes back to all the scenarios, even with the whole mom. What did you install in your daughter? What did you install in the son? What was installed in both those clips we played? You know, what was the lessons that was taught to these kids? You know, for the stepdaughter not to invite the stepdad, and for the mom to sit up there and say, "Well, if my daughter invites her real dad, what do you teach her then?
To
What was
love
the
her.
lessons that what was the lessons that you taught her? If she's living up to your lessons that you taught her, if you taught her to be a forgiving person, a loving person, you can't get mad at her when she's doing exactly what you taught her to do,
Exactly.
forgiving and loving. Just saying. I'm still on the mom side though. I'm devil's advocate on
You
this
know,
episode.
let me tell you something. It's an underline. It's something that it ain't scratching the surface with that mom. Because it's like I don't see parents just they probably ain't seen each other in years, and they were just when it comes to that one day, it's a day celebrated. Go about your business. But for her to be like, hey, if he show up, I'm gone.
Something
That's
is
like
off.
mind blowing. You
Cause
know,
they
Yeah.
still hitting the skin. They still bumping and grinding behind closed doors, and she's
or maybe
probably
or
pissed
maybe
off at them.
maybe the daddy left and ended up having a better life than
Yeah. That too.
There
because
is that.
now she's jealous. I ain't gonna say jealous, but now she like man, you go in and
Yeah.
start moving on and doing better with yourself.
Yeah.
So
It's
now she
always
like
reasons why. We don't know
it
what that
got to
reason
come.
is, but yeah, it's something. Cause she seems so hurt. Like you could just tell when she's talking. She
Mm.
seems very emotional, very pissed off. So I'm like, it's something behind why you're upset. So I just would love to know, why.
Maybe he left with the sister.
Or maybe he was just no good from the beginning. You know what I'm saying?
Maybe he left with the sister. Maybe.
Like Miss AJ said. You know, he had no good intention.
Or maybe he found out that the child wasn't his. and
It
the
wasn't
daughter don't
me.
know. Maybe.
Mm.
So the daughter don't know. You know a lot, and that's the thing about the black community. We will keep stuff like that where the dad in his mind thinking that's his daughter, blase blase, but
Mm.
then it comes out, the mom. It comes out that you're not the father. Now you don't broke a whole community. I mean, you don't mess up 3 lives just like that, and you
Yeah.
just like. You know what I'm saying? And now the dad, and then for her, let's just say that's the case. But she's like, that's my dad no matter what. She gonna
Hmm.
feel some type. Then the mom's gonna feel some type of way, like that's not your dad. You know what I'm saying? Or maybe he was there for you.
Well, maybe she should have told the child that long time ago, and this we wouldn't be in this situation if you knew that he
Mm.
wasn't the dad.
The plot thickens.
It
Did you see
definitely
that?
does.
You see. I'm just saying. You know what I mean? Next time on the first 49. You know what? I'll find. Give me that extra hour, and I'll find out the truth. I'll be doing some Google research, and I'll find out. But you just never know the underlying part. You
Yeah.
don't know what it could be,
Yeah.
but you just have to sit there and be like, man,
Now, mind you,
man.
for the audience, we're coming into the conversation. We're taking a part of a conversation and we're dissecting it. We don't know what the full legalities and what they were really actually talking about, what that full clip was. But we did come into a juicy tidbit of the conversation, which sparked this conversation. Which I'm saying, I'm playing devil's advocate. I'm on the mom's side. Yeah, I'm on the mom's side.
You're on the mom's side.
I'm on the mom's side.
You're on the mom's side.
Is it believable?
So you're gonna sit? No, I don't.
He
You
says
doing
it's
it?
believable.
I answer the question after we get off. I just know for a fact. I know you. But I mean, both sides has a point. But me, like I say, at first I thought about it when we talked about it, when we said we was gonna talk about it, and I thought about it. I say, what would like literally make someone not want somebody? Because like I say, when you think about your kids, graduation, birthdays, all this stuff, it's all about that child.
Oh yeah.
You
Right.
don't think about nothing else. You don't try to bring up nothing else. What's up, Lexa?
But
What you about?
then in the black community, you have a lot of mom and daughter jealousy type of issues too.
Oh, where the daddy's treating the daughter better than the
I mean,
mom.
not even that. You see a lot of
All the
moms
mom
being
bumping heads
envious
with the
of the
daughter.
daughter. So I don't, I wonder if that's something that play. I mean, of course, they would never tell you that, but I don't know. I just thought it was a little weird. Like she just seemed really angry for. I'm not gonna say for no reason. Like I said, she's entitled,
Mm,
but that's just something I kind of thought about too. Like, I
mm.
don't know. You being a
And you
brat,
don't.
it's your daughter's big day and you're spoiling it. Is it some type of jealousy? Like, what's going on? I'm confused.
Momzilla.
That's a
Yeah.
bridezilla. Bro, that's a
No, that no,
bridezilla moment.
no,
The
that's not.
mom.
That's a momzilla. That's not
Yeah.
a
It's an
bridezilla.
episode. Man. I'm saying the show, okay, bridezilla moment, and that's just the mom decide to, okay, I'm not gonna show up because you invited your dad.
Yeah.
Ooh, if I
Mm.
ever heard that, oh my, I'm showing
But I
up.
mean,
Oh my
bro,
gosh.
real talk. Like, and I mean no disrespect to the lady if she ever watches this.
I
What
hope
does the
not.
mom? What does the mom do at the wedding? What is her purpose? Like,
Support. You sit there and you support, look cute. That's what
I'm
it is.
I'm sorry. I felt like the fuck.
We can't hear you.
Did he mute himself?
I don't know. He's like, I'm
Ladies and
hearing like a
gentlemen,
noise. Can you hear
ladies
that
and
noise?
gentlemen, yeah, that's what happens when you get Apple products. Stick with Android.
Man,
Stick with Android, ladies
don't
and
do us
gentlemen.
like that.
Stick with Android. You'll go far with Android.
It's
You
something.
definitely will.
Oh, Lord. Is he coming back?
I don't know.
Okay.
There he goes.
What you say?
Huh?
What were you doing?
What now? What did he say? He said the what?
What?
We were talking about Apple and Samsung.
Yeah.
We got off
I,
topic.
I heard him. I ain't even talking about what.
That is what happens when you buy Apple products. This is why you should
First of
get you a
all,
Samsung.
I laughed, and I don't know why my beats. I turned around because maybe that's what God saying. I mean, you don't want to talk on this situation, what moms do every week. You don't want to talk about that. And I was like,
Mm.
oh, maybe that's what it was. Maybe.
I don't have them problems. My earphones are not Beats, but
Maybe
they're
because
not
yours is plugged
Apple.
in.
They're not an Apple product. My
Yours is
earphones
plugged
are
in.
just
Yours is
connected
plugged in.
wireless, wired. I'm wired into the
Yours is
computer.
plugged in. Yours is plugged in.
Yes,
Yes, but it's okay. I
I'm just
said yours
saying.
is plugged in. It's all right.
It's
At
all
the end
right.
of
I
the day,
mean,
they gonna end.
bro, we forgive you for being we forgive you for being an Apple user. I mean, it's okay. We
We love
accept.
Apple though, and Apple we trust.
And
You
Apple.
know, I'm just saying. I'm just saying, y'all. You know, Apple is garbage.
We gotta contact Flipper T at this point.
Hey. Truth hurts. I have not had. I've been doing this podcasting since November, and I have not had issues with anything because I don't have an Apple product. My laptop's not Apple. My camera's not Apple. My microphone's not Apple. Nothing Apple, and I'm having no issues. I'm just saying.
Did
Dang.
we stop recording?
Take it how you want to take it, audience. I don't care. I'm not an Apple user. I don't like Apple. I
You the
think
only one got
Apple
a,
is overpriced for no
we know
reason.
that you the only one got a grainy image. So it's no problem with that. We got this. We understand.
I'm just saying.
Are we still on the episode? I want to make sure we're not on the episode.
We are still recording. What are you talking about? We
We still
never
recording.
stopped
It's
recording.
not on my screen that we recording. When I had exit, it showed that it wasn't recording. So
Oh no, you're being recorded right now. You're
I'm being
definitely being
recorded.
recorded.
Yes,
Yes.
you are.
Well, if that's the case,
Hey, hype him up. Hype
I'm
him
not hyping this
up.
up because he's on
hey,
Apple products.
Okay, throw it. What are you gonna do with him?
I don't
that ain't
know,
nothing to
bro.
do with me. What you mean?
I'm gonna need him to keep it out the camera though. You know, this is a family podcast.
This? What you mean?
Keep it out the
You
camera.
can't even, that's
Keep
all shirt. That's all me right there. That's shirt. What you think about that shirt? That's a loud shirt, ain't
And doing dad shit.
it? Yeah. I'm a whole
For
father.
some people, that means nothing.
yeah.
That do? It has a meaning? I ain't doing
But all
nothing.
right, yo. All right, man. This has been a good episode, man. I appreciate the conversations that we had. For those of y'all that are new to this, go on and hit that like, follow, comment, share, and subscribe button. Those that are true to this, be sure to hit us up in the comments. Let us know how we did, what you think. You know, what are some things that you would like us to talk about? I know the next time Dominic comes on the show, and hopefully Miss AJ Hicks comes with her, I want to talk about the cookout, the do's and don'ts of a cookout. But as I always do, Miss AJ Hicks, since you are the new person on the show, I'm going to give you the last word. Send us off with something
Oh,
good.
how she get the last word? I know she
God is
get the last
good.
All the time.
Amen.
I'm sorry.
word. I'm jealous. Now I'm sexist. How she get like? Cause she's a woman. Huh? She's a black woman. She's 6'9". She weighs 200 pounds, and you gonna give her? I'm lying. Tell Lex to stand up.
We're still
Are you
recording.
jealous?
What are you doing?
All right, Wayne.
Go ahead, get the last word. Since you want the last word,
I said God is good.
that's the last
That's
word.
it. Yep.
But that's 3 words.
God is good.
All the time.
Anything you need to say?
No
Are
man,
you done?
I'm done. Should I do my dance one more time? Should I do that one more time for one time?
All right, y'all.
Keep it out the
Catch y'all the
camera.
next time.